We're here back in the Fantasy Bar talking some NBA for the big Tuesday night slate. 6 of my favorite plays ready for you on FanDuel and DraftKings, including a couple of my favorite values. We're going to give you 4 plays under 5,000 on DraftKings, some injury situations that we can capitalize on, and we will answer the question, what stud do I want to pay up for? I have a clear answer for you tonight. Who are we talking about? Only one way to find out. It's time to belly up to the Fantasy Bar. Welcome in, guys. Tuesday edition Beers Daily Fantasy Six-Pack. Talking some NBA 6 plays fresh off the tap for you on FanDuel and DraftKings. Thank you, as always, for stopping by and checking out today's video. Before we get to those plays, do me a favor. Take a second, click that thumbs up button. Tells me you enjoy your time here in the Fantasy Bar and you're enjoying the content. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the videos. Quick recap on our last video from last Friday. Great night for us. 5 of the 6 guys went for 30 or more DraftKings points. Some of our valued plays, Boston and Alvarado, both over 40, and our beast of the night, Jaren Jackson Jr. for almost 60 DraftKings points. Congrats to our beast of the night contest winners. Your shot to win some free RotoGrinders premium coming up at the end of the video. All right, let's jump in here on this Tuesday night slate. First pick, we are rolling with Jaylen Johnson of Atlanta. So big news here with Atlanta. Trae Young going to be out tonight, and that leaves a ton on the table as far as shots, usage. I think Johnson's the guy that's really going to step up, and the numbers bear that out. Now, it's not only Young that's going to be out tonight, Bogdanovich and Hunter also out. With those 3 off the floor this season, we're talking over a 12% usage bump for Jaylen Johnson. Just an absolute massive number here. And he has been locked in of late, 20 or more points now in 5 straight games and in 6 of his last 7. Last game out against Boston, 20, 11, and 4. That was with Trae Young in the lineup. So tough matchup here, but this usage bump too hard to ignore. Jaylen Johnson, premier target for me here on Tuesday night. All right, next pick. Let's stay with Atlanta with some value in Keaton Wallace. When we talk about no Trae Young, I think Jaylen Johnson steps up, does the scoring, takes a bunch of the usage, but I think Keaton Wallace is going to step in and play some of those minutes and get some of those shots that are voided by Trae Young. Wallace, 3 games this season that he has seen 20 or more minutes, has games of 25 and 27 DraftKings points in that sample, averages almost 22 DraftKings points. And at 3,200, if we're crossing 20 DraftKings points, you gotta love the value we're getting here with Keaton Wallace. And I think this guy can definitely push for even more without Young in the lineup. I don't think a 10x return out of the question here, even in a tough spot with Boston. Keaton Wallace, my favorite value for Tuesday night. All right, let's go down low and attack our favorite matchup, Bigs against Charlotte with Gogo Batadze. So Batadze been steady here. We know Banchero and Carter both out once again tonight, at least 10 points and 9 or more rebounds in 4 straight games, giving us 33.5 DraftKings points over those 4 games with these injuries. And the matchup, not as good as it used to be in years past. No doubt, Charlotte has improved in this position, but still no Williams, still no Richards. So thin on bigs here. Batadze been delivering that cash game floor we're looking for. I think a ceiling outcome is possible here tonight against the Charlotte Hornets. All right, let's stay in the mid-range with more value with Royce ONeal of Phoenix. So the theme of the show today is definitely capitalizing on these injuries. Kevin Durant not going to play tonight for the Phoenix Suns, and Royce ONeal has really stepped in and delivered some solid performances here. 26 or more DraftKings points now in 6 of the last 8 games. What I really like, and something we talk about all the time, gets it done across the entire stat sheet. Even when the shot is not falling, he can still deliver solid fantasy production, and we saw that last game out. 3 of 14, and that 14 shots was certainly encouraging. His highest output on the season without Durant. Still gave us almost 27 DraftKings points despite that shooting. So the shooting improves here. I don't see the volume going away here with no Durant. Royce ONeal under 5,000, way too cheap on both sides. All right, let's keep the value train rolling at point guard shooting guard with AJ Green of the Bucks. So roll really starting to grow here for AJ Green as the Bucks search for anything that can help them get this season back on track. Now you add Damian Lillard out tonight. I think Green's role is going to expand even further here for this Bucks team. 25 or more minutes now in 3 of the last 4 games, and we've seen some solid ceiling games out of him. 33 DraftKings points, his season high. Best matchup we could ask for here against the Toronto Raptors, worst defensive efficiency team in all of basketball. Bucks definitely in panic mode here. I think AJ Green steps in, helps out the void of Damian Lillard, and gives us a solid fantasy night here on Tuesday. All right, it's time. Take a look at my favorite play for Tuesday night. Before we do that, let's continue our Beast of the Night contest. Easy to play. All you got to do, click that thumbs up button, head to the comment section, and guess fantasy points on DraftKings For my beast of the night, whoever's guess is the closest, we're going to give you a free week of RotoGrinders Premium just for hanging out in the fantasy bar. All right, let's wrap it up with my favorite play for Tuesday night. You know, Matt, the beast of the night. All right, beast time. In the intro, I said there's one clear-cut play at the top for me, and that is Giannis Antetokounmpo of Milwaukee, tonight's beast of the night. Now, normally don't love giving you guys the highest price player on the slate, but there is a ton of value on the slate, and I think the ceiling here for Giannis is head and shoulders above anyone else on this slate. You take a guy with a massive usage rate, and now you extract Damian Lillard from that lineup. This is one of those eruption spots where we could see Giannis go for 70, potentially 80, maybe 90 fantasy points, as we saw out of the Joker the other night. But that 70 mark he has already crossed twice this season, and we talked about with the AJ Green segment, this Bucks season swirling down the toilet. So I think Giannis really going to put this team on his back, continue to put up some mega numbers here. Toronto really struggles with bigs. We're talking bottom 10 in fantasy points allowed to both power forwards and centers. I think Giannis goes for 80 tonight. We're going to be bold here. Giannis Antetokounmpo, easily my favorite play on the board in tonight's beast of the night. All right, guys, that'll do it for our Tuesday night six-pack. As always, any comments, questions, or feedback, hit me up in the comments section right below the video or on Twitter at BeerMakersFan. Don't forget your guess for Giannis Antetokounmpo's fantasy points on DraftKings for a shot to win some free RotoGrinders Premium. For RotoGrinders.com, I am Beer saying salut, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Best of luck on the slate tonight. We'll see you right back here tomorrow with another NBA six-pack. Good luck, everybody.
Thanks for checking out our videos. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more DraftKings, FanDuel, and other DFS content. And you can check out our daily live show schedule on RotoGrinders.com/videos.